BRICS and the fall of the US dollar. I sell you this, you give me money. You buy this at a certain price from me, you want to go on sell it to somebody else. You're selling it to somebody else. I impose my currency on you. When you are now selling this to somebody else, in my absence, I'm making money. And as that person continues to trade with other people as well, I'm making money in my absence. I come to your country, I see resources, I do deals with your government, I extract those resources at the local rate. When your country gets into trouble, I offer to borrow you money, like umashonisa. But as I'm borrowing you money, this money comes with conditions. If you do not pay me back at this time, this is how much interest this money would have earned. But if you don't pay me at this time, we can do a deal. I'll own your car, or I'll own a certain percentage of your car. Do you agree? Yes, you agree. We do the deal. Or you're coming back again a year later, or 5 years later, or 3 years later, or 6 months later. You're borrowing more money from me. I'll give you more money, and we do a deal. Because you are not able to pay me back the last time, and I had said, if you don't pay me back at that particular time, I'm going to own a bit of that car. The deal this time is, okay, let me be a nice guy. Instead of owning your car, let me not own your car anymore. Let's rather make the deal your house. If you don't pay me at this particular time, I'm going to own, how many bedrooms is your house? 4 bedrooms. I'm going to own the 1 bedroom. I give you the money. You come back again 4 years later. You can't pay me back for that 1 bedroom or that deal that we had the last time. This time, I'm going to have to use your house, or you're going to have to use your house as collateral. You don't pay me back, I take your entire house. Now, Pagama, or in that deal, actually, I include us having izinja zami zizohlala next to wena, or zizo build ama-military bases. So that nangabe uyangiphakamela one day, ngiyazi ukuthi nginama-military bases next to you. Ukuthi ngadila ngawe fast. Or the first option I can choose to take or to make is impose sanctions to your country. Now, what are sanctions? Sanctions is you're not going to be able to trade not only with me, but with any other person that trades with this dollar currency all over the world. You're not going to be able to export. You're not going to be able to do all the things that you've always dreamed of doing, because now you are being cut out of many other deals that are happening all over the world. In simplifying in layman terms, and I'm not the best person to simplify it here, I think I've tried. That's the best way I can put it. That's what America had done over the years. And when other countries bapagama, or when it sees resources in other countries, what do? They're also able to form coups to take over those governments. When they hear other people speaking out, the likes of Abu Lumumba, they'll go and assassinate them. And they'll go and make them a laughingstock in front of their people. The same thing they did to Ghaddafi. They'll make him march there naked. They'll dismember him. They'll put his body into acid. They'll take Sadam Hussein and go prosecute him in the US. And whenever they come to a country and they say they're coming to bring democracy, go back in history and look at all of those countries and how those countries look like right now. Go back in history before America invaded Libya, when Gaddafi was alive. How well was Libya doing? Go check at the type of country and the type of benefits that a leader like Gaddafi had formed for his people, and the type of country that Libya was. Go look at it right now. That's basically what we are looking at. And then you are looking at BRICS. BRICS Mabricado, free BRICS. I can't wait to see you outside, my brother, coming back as a musician to come do your thing. But here I'm talking about countries. BRICS, B for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India, C for China, S for South Africa. BRICS The concept was started around, I think, Msholozi's presidency. And yes, South Africa is one of the countries that are a part of BRICS. We've just heard that Saudi Arabia now is becoming one of the countries that are dumping the dollar. We've heard Mexico is one of the countries that are joining BRICS. We've heard India is one of the countries that are now dropping or dumping the US dollar. Now, BRICS is forming its own currency. Remember, at some point, Mr. Muammar Ghaddafi had always this dream of a one currency coming from Africans. For us, that would have been number one winning prize as Africans, trading amongst ourselves with one currency and able to trade with other continents as Africa with our currency. But I think the second best option that you would put out right now that a lot of countries are going for is the BRICS alliance. Why is the BRICS alliance gaining so much full steam right now? The Russia versus Ukraine war happened. America supplying Ukraine with weapons. And at some point, America imposed sanctions on Russia, so Russia can't trade. The biggest oil trader with America is Saudi Arabia. And as I've just said, Saudi Arabia has also just announced that it's dropping the American dollar to join BRICS. And as I've just told you, BRICS is working on a brand new currency. Now that Ukraine and Russia war, after those, and it's been about a year now since they've announced the war, since when it started up to now, that's pretty much what has been able to amplify the growth and the conversation of the BRICS one currency. Now, other people are saying, what about the New World Order? It looks like China is in the forefront of implementing the New World Order. What about China imposing the social credit system to its citizens? Want to do the same to all the countries that are a part of BRICS? We don't know. Does BRICS come with all the beautiful things that we'd like to have as African countries? We know that China has never colonized us, although there's always been talks right now that it's buying up a lot of farmland in Africa and all different countries. We know that Russia has never colonized us. Actually, Russia has been one of the countries that has been involved even in aiding some of our freedom fighters in the past. It doesn't have a history of imposing white supremacist system. It doesn't have a history of slave trading Africans. In fact, it was the opposite side. They helped a lot of African countries. Now, I wanted to throw it to you. BRICS and the fall of the American dollar. Your thoughts on the comment section. And that's the easiest way that I can be able to break it down for a layman in the street or for a young person out there. Go do your own research. But see, food for thought. You do the dishes.